we didn't really get much notice at all, if any.
That's a former Forest Service worker recently cut by the Trump administration.
So the loss of jobs is part of the president's efforts to cut costs across the federal government. We have Thomas Schultz covering this story for us live outside the Forest Service offices there in downtown Portland. So Thomas, we just heard from one former parks worker. What else are they saying?
Yeah, well, Drew and China, they're saying that this decision from the federal government comes as a total shock, and it leaves them left scrambling to determine what's next. This is going to affect around 4,400 workers who will soon be without a job. These workers do little things in the Parks and Forest Service, like guiding visitors, cleaning bathrooms in national parks as well. And in Bellingham, Washington, layoffs led to protests on Monday. At the North Cascades National Park, visitors add $26 million to the local economy. Nationally, parks brought a record $55.6 billion to the U.S. economy, supporting 415,000 jobs. And that's left some employees frustrated when they got the call they were being fired.
I just knew when I answered, I was like, am I being terminated? And she said yes. And she was really sad and was like, this does not reflect what the forest thinks about you, not even our agency. This has to do with the new administration.
That's Liz Crandell there, who is a parks employee, or was a parks employee, I should say, down in Deschutes National Forest. She worked there for 2 years after spending 7 years as a seasonal worker, just working her way up to that role. Now she says she's left trying to figure out what to do next with her career.
Thomas, clearly the main headline here is the loss of jobs, but can we also talk for just a moment about these layoffs and how they could impact local hikers?
Yeah, Drew, well, we're already starting to see some of those impacts. Up in Washington, some trailheads have signs saying they're closed because of the termination of these employees, leading to too short of staffing. Now we're waiting as well to see if we see any of that signage pop up down here in Oregon.